What's up guys, Vyminal back at it again with another video review, and this is a very special video because this is my review of the glorious Model O wireless from PC Gaming Race. Now, I can't wait to tell you what it's all about, but man, this feels great to be back. Ladies and gentlemen of cyberspace, Vyminal coming at you live through the power of the internet. First things first, before we actually get into the video review, I just want to preface by saying, yes, I am back on YouTube. I am back doing video reviews, and I am posting daily videos on TikTok. Link will be down in the description below. And then, of course, weekly, we will be posting unboxings and tech reviews here on the Vyminal YouTube channel. I also wanted to give you guys some background as to why I've been away for the past year and what I've been doing while I was away for the past year or so. I've been heavily into competitive first-person shooters and the esports side of things. I've been grinding, climbing ranks, especially in Valorant, where I just recently reached Immortal 3, and we're going to be grinding Radiant real soon. Throughout the past year or so, I've been completely obsessed with optimum performance when it comes to esports and competitive games. That led to me trying out a variety of different mice, a variety of different mouse pads, and testing out what exactly I like in a product. So that pretty much led to me reviewing this one right here, because I do believe that in 2021, the Model O wireless is a very compelling choice that embodies a lot of what gamers want nowadays. For the purpose of this review, I'm going to be using the Glorious Elements mousepad, which is the Fire variant I have over here, which is a hybrid control pad, because I wanted to make sure that I would test out the mouse on a mousepad that was intended to be used on. Now let's get right into the video review now that that's out of the way. Taking a look at the product packaging first and foremost, you can clearly see the minimalist style that Glorious PC Gaming Race is known for, showing an illustration of the mouse over there on the front and the words Ascend on the side, as well as product information over here in the back. When you unbox the mouse, you can clearly see the mouse tightly packed inside with the USB-C Ascended charging cable as well as the charging dongle. Then underneath the mouse, you can find the warranty guide, which gives you 2-year warranty. You can find the manual as well as some stickers that come with the product, which is always very nice. Now, Glorious PC Gaming Race promises that the Model O wireless is a ultra high grade, no lag wireless mouse with a proprietary top-notch BAMF sensor. I don't know what BAMF stands for, but we do assume that it stands for badass motherfucker. So coming into the mouse features, it features 2.4 gigahertz wireless connectivity, which promises no lag at all. And I do believe studies can be found on the internet that wireless mice nowadays actually offers less latency than wired mice. So that's something you can definitely look into. And rest assured, you will not get really bad latency even if you use a wireless mouse nowadays for competitive FPS gaming. Next up on the feature set of the mouse is of course the BAMF proprietary sensor, which is a collaborative effort between Glorious PC Gaming Race and PixArt. You can expect a very top-notch sensor similar to PixArt's previous offerings, and the BAMF is optimized for high performance and low power draw. Specs include 19,000 DPI, 400 IPS tracking speed, and of course a 1000 Hz polling rate. The Model O wireless features the same shape as the original Model O, and it also weighs 69 grams, but the difference is that this one has no cable, it's wireless, and that is a feat of engineering itself. If you're a fan of the ambidextrous design of the previous Model O, then you will have no problem at all with this Model O wireless. Battery life of the mouse is promised to last up to 71 hours of playing time. Now this is measured with RGB lights off. With RGB lights on, you can expect the battery life to be much lower than that. So if you want to maximize the battery life of the Model O wireless, as is of course the rest of other wireless peripherals on the market, turning off the RGB lights really yields a lot more battery life. Of course, you could also play while charging the mouse with the extended USB-C cable, but that kind of defeats the purpose of getting a Model O wireless anyway. The Model O wireless features the full 16.8 million RGB color spectrum, 3 lighting zones, and 8 different lighting effects. Honestly, if you're a true competitive gamer that really cares about the performance and ease of use of this mouse, you're going to be playing with the RGB off anyway. The mouse features 6 programmable buttons that you can program through the Glorious Core software, which we'll get into in just a little bit. And of course, the mouse also features the iconic honeycomb design, which a lot of people say that it gets dirty really easily, but honestly, if you just wash your hands often, and if you use a can of compressed air, it's very, very easy to clean. Underneath the mouse, you can see the G-Skates, which is made of pure PTFE. Under the mouse, you can also see a DPI indicator over here and a power on and off switch. You can adjust the DPI using the DPI button underneath the scroll wheel over there on the top of the mouse. Honestly, taking a look at the G-Skates underneath the mouse, I would have liked for them to implement the design that covers a lot more surface area underneath the mouse for a more consistent glide. However, I didn't really notice any issues when it comes to the consistency of the glide using the Glorious Elements mousepad. It was a very, very satisfying experience to say the least. The top of the mouse measures 61 millimeters and the middle of the mouse measures 59 millimeters in width, and the bottom part of the mouse measures 66 millimeters in width. The length of the mouse is 128 millimeters. So with that said, the Glorious Model O wireless is recommended for people with medium to large hands. Now, I stand at 5'7" and I have small to medium sized hands. And that is pretty much my issue as to why I don't really prefer using this mouse over my daily driver Logitech G Pro wireless. Here's the deal when it comes to mice. Is weight more important or is shape more important? Does size matter? The answer to that is yes. Size is very, very important when selecting your gaming mice, and you have to make sure that it fits your hand really, really well. The G Pro wireless is slightly smaller than the Glorious Model O wireless, and which is why I still feel more comfortable gripping this mouse, despite both of them being ambidextrous. The weight isn't everything. Shape and size matter more, in my personal opinion. The lightest mouse doesn't necessarily mean it's the best mouse out there. So again, this is very, very subjective and part of your personal preference, and it really depends on how big or small your hands are. So again, the Glorious Model O wireless is built for medium to large hands, and the problem with me, because I have small to medium hands, when I grip the mouse, my index finger and middle finger are too far back and can't really reach the sweet spot for the left and right clickers. That makes it harder for me to react faster in terms of firing the weapon. Again, it feels very, very chunky or weighty to click, as opposed to the something smaller like a G Pro wireless where I can reach the very end of the clickers and it feels very primed to click at all times. And that is a huge, huge difference to me. Now, when it comes to the other features of the mouse, the lift-off distance is 0.7 to 1.7 millimeters, which is very, very good. I did not notice any mouse skipping or mouse lifting problems when I was using this mouse extensively, as I use it on 400 DPI and very low sensitivity in just about every other competitive first-person shooter out there. I'm a very low DPI, low sense player. Of course, the acceleration rate of this mouse is 50G. So you can basically swipe this mouse as fast as humanly possible and you wouldn't notice any tracking issues. The software of the mouse, which is the Glorious Core, is also a welcome upgrade with the release of this Model O wireless. It allows you to customize lighting, buttons, LOD, polling rate, DPI, as well as other settings very, very conveniently in a very nice user interface. So really big thumbs up to the Glorious Core software. But again, coming back into the mouse, it is my firm belief that the end goal for any peripheral out there is for you to be able to play at your best and for you to be able to be comfortable while playing. That's why a lot of these peripherals are subjective, and you can't really say that this is the best mouse on the market and nothing can ever beat it, because it's very, very subjective and it depends on your body's ergonomics. So on paper, the Glorious Model O wireless, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It has a really good sensor, really good skates, that ambidextrous shape is comfortable for a lot of people out there with medium to large size hands. The scroll wheel doesn't make any noise. It's very comfortable to use. Interesting to note that the build quality of the Glorious Model O Wireless is better than the original Glorious Model O. So even if you try to press on the shell of the mouse, it doesn't really flex, or it doesn't really make those creaky noises that was really annoying back in the day. The clickers are also very sturdy, they're very durable, they're rated to last 20 million clicks. They are Omron mechanical switches that promise zero double clicking. Overall, on paper, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it's absolutely a top-notch competitive FPS mouse that can suit a lot of gamers out there. But one thing you should consider when buying this mouse is your hand size, and you definitely should not overlook that. If you're like me who has small to medium sized hands, then there are better options in the market for you, or you can wait for the inevitable Model O minus wireless. So that wraps up this video review. Hope you found this to be very insightful, and let me know down in the comment section below what you'd like to see me review next. Again, I'll be posting daily videos on TikTok and weekly tech reviews here on the YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, lots of really exciting gear to review. As you can see, I have a ton of gear behind me. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Vyminal, and I'll catch you in a future video.